much for coming. There's a team of 6 of us tonight that have organised this for MacMillan's charity and for our events management degree. So we're all grateful for you all coming and supporting us and buying tickets. Yeah, just a few little things like the fire exits and stuff. They're over there, the main door you came in and that one there. And if anything happens, just follow one of the team or anybody from the venue. The toilets are through that door at the back over there, if you will need them. And we were going to say if you could avoid getting up as much as possible during the acts, because we are filming it for them, so they can keep it, because all the actors are doing it for free for us as it's for charity. And yeah, everything we raise tonight is going to MacMillan. So yeah, anything from the raffle or donations and any tickets that were sold today is all going straight to MacMillan. Yeah, so I'll introduce you to the play. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Murder Mystery Theatre. This evening's shocking performance of Blood Money will have you on the edge of your seats. So picture the scene. Greenback Towers, a multi-million-pound mansion in the middle of nowhere. This is where 8 of the world's leading richest people have been called to a secret meeting. Before the weekend is over, one of them will be dead. The job of everyone here tonight is to identify the killer, and you've got your little slips in front of you so that you can tick Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, who you think it is. Watch out for clues, but beware of red herrings. Pay close attention to what people say and do. The most incriminating evidence can be revealed when you least expect it. And it's now time to raise the curtain on our evening, and we hope you have fun.
Alright, anyone home? I hope I haven't got the wrong house.
David, my dear friend, you've made it.
Alright.
I am Edward P. Ashfield, and this is my home. Welcome.
Cheers, nice to meet you.
I assure you that this will be well worth your time. Everyone's time, in fact.
Anyone else here yet?
No, you're the first. Although, I think I hear my next guest arriving now. Any minute now. 1 more minute.
I don't think anyone's coming to me.
Aha.
Hey, you must be Edward Ashfield. Come here. It's just swell to meet you. And what a lovely home. It's kind of like the little place I got in Berkshire, only dinkier.
Indeed. And you've met David Wrexham?
Sure.
Yeah, we met on TV once. He told everyone I was a shallow, empty-headed pretty boy who's only out to rob people of their pocket money.
I remember. Great to meet you. Edward, can I talk to you, please? Look, I don't know you that well, so I'm going to be as polite as I possibly can, but are you out of your tiny British mind?
I beg your pardon?
Inviting that doofus. I thought this was supposed to be a meeting for the most influential people in the world.
It is, and like it or not, David Wrexham is more influential than any of us. It would be a grave mistake to underestimate him.
I don't like him. But I guess if you say he's the man, then I guess he's the man.
He is. Shall we?
I don't care if it's her grandmother's funeral today. If she doesn't have the report completed in the next 30 minutes, fire her and get me Nigel. Why are employees so whiny all the time?
Rhoda, is that you?
Of course it's me. Who else would it be?
It's me! Wilhelmina, Willie, you know, we used to hang out.
I know who you are. I can move without seeing your face on the front page of every newspaper.
Alright, I'm David Wrexham.
Aren't you just adorable? My case is in the bag. Don't drop it in the mud. It's giraffe skin. We're gonna need a Wi-Fi connection and a hell of a lot of coffee.
Of course, I'll show you both to your suites now.
Nigel, where have you been? No, tell them to add another 3 zeros and then we'll talk. And cancel your holiday next week. I need you to fill my card. Oh, and another thing, Nigel. dig up everything you can about Wilhelmina Gates. I need dirt.
I better get a bloody good tip for this.
Yeehaw! Put that in your head and feed it to your grandma. I don't understand. Oh, don't you worry, sweetie. I'm just full of facts and wisdom.
Oh, I see. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, you're the sweetest. Your mom must be so proud.
My mother? Why would you mention my mother?
Oh, relax, sweetie. Relax. I was just making small talk. You Europeans are so uptight.
I can't believe how difficult it is to get a good old-fashioned hamburger around here. Anyone would think these Brits never heard of beef.
Oh, don't complain. God knows you could have with a break with all that junk food.
Junk food? I'd advise you to be careful of your tongue, young missy. I've seen less.
Well, sit away. I've got so much money. I don't know what to do with all anyway.
You should give it to me. I can always spend more.
Yeah! It didn't look like you were going to win anyway.
Does any of you happen to know why we've been dragged out here in the middle of nowhere for this here meeting?
No, that Asheville is sure keeping his cards close to his chest.
Yes, very suspicious if you ask me.
Suspicious? Like how?
Well, a man of his power and connections inviting the world's richest people for the top secret meeting out here, away from prying eyes. He must have had something up his sleeve.
You may have a point there, sir. It's crossed my mind once or twice myself. You know, I trust that banker even less than I trust my wife. I wouldn't be surprised if he has us killed while we slept.
Now, why would he want to do that? And more to the point, how would he get away with it?
You don't know these people. They've got connections like you wouldn't believe. I'm not going to mention any names, but
I don't believe all this conspiracy theory nonsense, Colonel.
well, don't say I didn't warn you. I think it's as plain as the nose of...
Here you all are. I've been looking for you.
And why is that, Edward?
I came to tell you there will be a meeting in the boardroom at 7 o'clock sharp tomorrow morning. It's imperative that you all arrive.
Oh, don't you worry, Eddie. I will be there with bells on.
Thank you. Colonel?
Oh, rest assured, I'll be there. I didn't come all this way without finding out what it's all about. Always assuming, of course, I don't need some misfortune between now and then.
I most sincerely hope not. And what about you, Mr. Hoffner? I understand it's much earlier than you're used to. Would you like me to arrange a wake-up call?
I will still be up.
Excellent. Then I will see you all tomorrow.
Hold on there one cotton picking moment. I think it would be a piece of courtesy to let us know what this here meeting's all about.
All will be revealed in good time, my dear Colonel. Trust in my words.
Well, all will be revealed, just as the gentleman said.
Well, we'll see. Anyway, I have private matters to attend to. I'll leave you to your game.
I'm just exploring this incredible place. I've never seen anything like it. It's huge.
Well, maybe it is to you, Brit, but I'm sure one of my bedrooms is as big as this whole house.
Oh wow. You know what would be amazing? If I could create the Homebot 2000 but for large estates like this. I could call it the Stately Homebot 2000.
What's a Homebot 2000?
You must have heard of Homebot 2000. It's the most revolutionary inventory of the 21st century.
Well, it is so far.
No, I don't think I know. What does it do?
What does it do?
Oh, Marcia, don't go getting your syrups in a twist. I am not surprised he hasn't heard of it. He's hardly what I'd call your target market. But still. It's a revolutionary invent that makes housework a thing of the past.
It liberated thousands of women around the world of washing dishes and polishing knickknacks.
Doesn't that mean there are lots of women hanging around with nothing to do? Oh, you better start running now, honey. Unless you want me to begin some sense into you. I am not kidding. Go on, get it.
The world would be a much better place without people like this in it.
Amen to that. We shall start a cause. That to anyone who doesn't agree with us.
A word with you about me.
I have to speak to New York.
New York could wait. Those folks are up all night.
Very well. How can I help you?
Let's take a seat. Let me have a little cigar first, eh?
My time is important, Colonel.
I ain't the kind of man who likes to rest on his laurels.
That would be beneath you.
Indeed. So, Edward, I'll be frank. It is my intention to run for President of the United States.
Is that so?
Indeed. And you can play an integral part in my campaign.
How's that, Colonel?
Now, I may be the son of a Kentucky chicken farmer, but I ain't no idiot. I know the way the world works. And I know that you have your fingers in some mighty fine pie.
Pies?
Oh, don't you play Miss Coy Curly Pigtails with me. I know you do. And I want a slice of those pies. What do you say to that?
What can I say?
Don't say anything at the moment. A man should not give his word to something until he's in full possession of the facts.
There's more.
Oh, yes. Now, this ain't common knowledge, but I have it on a very good authority that you have another guest here this weekend who's also thinking of running for president.
And you think that
She
and you think that she has any chance of beating you? A fine southern gentleman like yourself. Someone with charisma, character, and the best interests of his country at heart.
well, when you put it like that.
It seems to me, Colonel, you have nothing to worry about.
You don't even know what I'm talking about yet.
Oh, but I do, Colonel. Fingers in pies.
Ah.
It appears to me that there is nothing more to discuss. You will have my full cooperation.
Oh, so we have an agreement then.
There is nothing more to say on the matter, Colonel. You have a potential problem, and I have the means to make that problem disappear.
Well, that's just dandy. I knew I could count on you, sir.
I'll see you in the morning.
I most sincerely hope so.
Hello. I have just had a very interesting chat with Colonel MacDonald.
Wow, looks like somebody had a late night. It's so unprofessional. It leaves a nasty taste in my mouth. Shall we wake them up? No, I think we should let everyone see them like this.
What have we here?
The man boggles, doesn't it? A meeting as important as this, and they can even be bothered to be awake for it?
Yes, well, we should wake them up. I certainly don't plan on unveiling my scheme to a chorus of snores.
David. Hi. They're drunk as skunks.
Ah, how awkward.
Here, let me.
Watch my lamp.
Ow! What?
Rise and shine, time for school.
Where am I?
You're in the boardroom. It's time for the meeting.
Good, I didn't miss it then. What's up with her?
She seems to be afflicted with the same hangover as yourself.
But I don't drink. Alcohol messes with my complexion, big time.
Something's not right here. She's dead.
Get away from me! Get away from me! Oh, Father, who wants to know?
Well, this is most inconvenient. And where is everyone else? Did I not say 7 o'clock sharp?
I'll go and look for them. Shall I call an ambulance?
No. Could you imagine the circus? Let's take a moment to compose ourselves, and then we'll decide how to best deal with this mess.
We could just cover her up with a sheet. That way, we wouldn't have to postpone the meeting.
I gather that is a joke.
No, I think it's a perfectly reasonable solution.
It appears she's been strangled.
Strangled? You mean someone murdered her?
Yes, and I believe that this school tie was the murder weapon. You appear to have gone rather pale. Are you feeling unwell?
It's nothing.
So, we have a victim, a murder weapon, and a suspect!
Oh, you think David did it? I suppose he was the only one here when Marcia and I arrived.
It is highly suspicious.
Is she still dead?
Oh, drop the act. You're not fooling anyone.
Wait, what are you on about?
Just a precaution. I don't want you killing anyone else in my home.
Wait, what are you doing? I didn't do nothing.
Why did you kill her, David? Why did you kill Wilhelmina?
But I didn't.
I'm going to call the police constable. Can you watch him?
Like a hawk. I must say, I thought you didn't have it in you. But you've impressed me. And it takes a lot to impress me.
But I didn't do nothing. I wouldn't hurt Fly.
Between you and me, this needed to happen a long time ago. Some people get far too big for the boots, if you know what I mean. Excuse me. Hold on the front page.
Oh, all of them. This is big.
Well, let's get this here show on the road, shall we?
What's up with Wilhelmina?
She's dead.
Oh my!
David and Wilhelmina think that I did it, so they tied me up.
And did you, sir?
No, of course I didn't.
Oh, let me help you, oh poor kitten. I can't believe that you feel your murder.
I'm sure they had their reasons. Edward asked you to leave the guy to man to judge the conclusions.
And whose tie is this?
I believe it was used to kill Wilhelmina.
Why didn't you tell me that before I touched it? Now my fingerprints are all over it.
It's alright, Roberta and Edward's touched it already.
Where are Roberta and Edward? And what about Marcia?
Marcia said she went looking to find you. Did she not see you?
Not like I can see her. I'm on a bloody laptop.
That's very suspicious.
Very suspicious.
You think everyone's suspicious.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but to solve this.
Dude,
Yes, well, I think we should go find the others.
This body's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Let's get out of here, real quick.
Yes, if someone here is capable of murder, I'd rather find out sooner rather than later. Besides, I'm famished. It's time for my break.
You know, being dead ain't so bad. I get to listen in on everyone's conversations, and I can finally take that vacation I've been planning for myself. Still, I'm pretty mad that one of you killed me. Like, who do you think you are? Anyway, truth is, any one of you here could have done it. But why would someone want to kill me? Like, I thought people liked me. It all started yesterday afternoon.
here. I know your robot housewife thingy has all quite well, but it hardly demonstrated long-term success or financial stability.
Oh, I'm used to people like you dismissing me, but I might prove myself and mark the glow market soon.
Lobo, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Love 15.
A minor setback. I'm here to win the war. A few casualties here and there won't harm me.
Well, I might prove myself sooner than you think.
Is that so? Pray tell.
Well, a very strong chance of winning Woman Entrepreneur of the Year this year.
The prize that for the last 9 years has gone to Wilhelmina Gates? I very much doubt it. Woo! 15-0!
Well, Wilhelmina might not get it this year.
Wilhelmina gets that award every year. 30-15! Frankly, her multi-billion-dollar empire is 100 times more impressive than your domestic ball.
Oh, that's actually a good name. I should have talked a bit.
I'll sell it to you for £1 million.
Maybe I'll get you up on that. But don't be so sure about Wilhelmina. I mean, what if she wasn't around any longer? How could she win the war?
What do you mean, not around?
Well, what if something were to happen to her? It would leave the competition open for the rest of us.
Cut me out. I don't need a silly award to tell me I'm good at my job. 40-15! Maybe you just don't have what it takes.
Are you talking about the tennis match or Woman Entrepreneur of the Year?
Both.
Well,
14! Oh. Game, set, match. I said that was fairly conclusive, wouldn't you?
They keep on leading me in this bloody drawing room. Just the person I want to see. Cheers.
Are you drunk?
Perhaps a tilty bit. What if I am? Are you going to ground me?
Don't be childish.
Why wouldn't I be? Oh, that's right. You don't like children.
Are we going to talk about this properly?
What's there to talk about?
Why don't you calm down and we can talk about it like adults?
Why don't you just leave me alone? Oh, I forgot. You already did that. Do you know what it's like to grow up without a mother?
I can imagine, yes.
No, you can't. You have no idea. All those years, growing up alone in a huge mansion, without a father who was always working, and only my credit cards to keep me company.
Well, at least you had credit cards. Some kids don't even get that. Look, I was too young to look after you.
Yes, and I look at it's done to me. I'm an empty shell, only happy when I'm spending money. All my relationships are meaningless because you were too busy to be a mother.
Don't blame me for your shortcomings. The very fact that I wasn't around to look after you means it's not my fault you turned out this way.
I wish I'd never found out I was your son.
Well, that makes 2 of us. Look at you. I'm glad I didn't raise you. Think how bitterly disappointed I'd be now.
You're unbelievable. Wait! Don't walk away from me! I wish you were dead!
It is so great to feel warm again here by the fireplace. I hate this British weather. I hope Eddie lets me stay here in all weekend.
I don't know why he had to invite her.
Who?
Edward, of course.
No, I mean invite who?
Wilhelmina.
What's wrong about Wilhelmina? And why wouldn't Edward invite her? She's the richest person on the planet. Oh no, oh maybe I am. I am not sure.
Money is no indicator of integrity. Bringing here Wilhelmina is like inviting a lion to an antelope's birthday party. She can't be trusted.
She can. Why do you say that?
I have my reasons.
Well, if there is something I should know about Wilhelmina, you better tell me. A lot could be at stake here.
Okay, well, it's no skin of my nose. Wilhelmina and I used to be best friends.
Really? I had no idea.
We used to attend the same boarding school together.
You were school friends? How adorable!
Yeah, we were dorm mates. The 6 years at Linden Academy were the happiest of my life. Until...
Go on.
When I was 17, I became romantically involved with my cello teacher.
With your teacher? You little thing.
Well, it wasn't as scandalous as it sounds. He was just a few years older than me. Anyway, we were going to elope together. He was the love of my life. Chara, 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 the usual thing. Until the night I caught him with Wilhelmina.
That dirty rat.
It wasn't his fault. She was so jealous of anything I had. He was the best I had, and so she decided to take it from me. I blame him completely.
Well, that's teenagers for you. I'm sure Wilhelmina didn't mean to hurt you.
Ridiculous. She knew. Percy was everything to me.
Oh, but you're all grown up, and that's all behind you. I'm sure you've had other men.
No, I haven't.
You're yanking my stirrups.
No, I told you, Percy was the love of my life. Wilhelmina took him from me, and no one will ever replace him.
Wow.
So you see why she can't be trusted, and why I will never forgive her. One day, she will pay for what she did. One day.
Oh, honey, you're so young to be so bitter and twisted. Well, I can sit here all day. I've got ransoms to polish.
But we were having such a nice chat. No one ever wants to chat with me.
Well, I gotta go. Sorry. Bye.
Nigel, I want to chat. I don't know, what do everybody chat about? How's your love life? Nigel, are you there?
There it is. Guess I know why it is they call Texas Hold'em the Cadillac of poker game. I see you're 60,000. I'll raise you 100,000 more.
Well, Colonel, you know you can't do that. That's string betting. Once you've said I see, you can't race.
I shoot you right. You can do it. I guess I've seen too many poker games in the movies.
It's all right. I'll let you off. Make your race. Only 100? I smell fear.
It's enough to take you off.
It's true, tell you what. I know one isn't normally allowed to do that in the middle of a hand, but can I add some more money to the table? I have a $1 million Cadillac just outside. Here are the keys. If you win, it's yours.
That would take me all in. Well, you let me bend the rules. I think I'll let you. You bet those keys and I'll show you all this. Well, I'm sorry, Missy, but I've got the nuts.
You think that's the nuts? This is the nuts. Royal flush.
Darn it! What is it with you Texans and poker?
That's why it's called Texas Hold'em. Have you had enough, or do you want some more?
I think I better quit while I still got a shirt on my back. Well, I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Well, I guess I should retire to my bedchamber.
Actually, Actually, Colonel, there is something I wanted to talk to you about.
Fire away.
I'm sure you're aware of my company's interest in Alaska.
Oil? Of course. I've heard there are places known only to the natives where they can swim in it.
I stand to make a lot of money over that region over the next few years. That is, unless Wilhelmina Gates has her way.
Wilhelmina? What's she got to do with it?
Absolutely nothing. But that doesn't stop her from poking her nose into my business.
Go on.
You know her and her good causes. When she's not trying to end world poverty, she's just trying to save some endangered butterfly. Meanwhile, billions of oil is going to waste under the surface.
Damn environmentalist, it breaks my heart.
I know. That's why I need your help. If Wilhelmina persuades the government, I won't be allowed to drill for oil in any area containing an endangered species. And that's everywhere.
I don't know there's anything I can do.
Well, you're a politician. I'm sure you have friends in high places. Just put in a good word for me.
I don't know, Joanna. Truth to tell, I've got ambitions of my own. And I don't want to do anything that would offend the lefties. At least not until after they've given me their vote.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I'm sorry, Joanna, but you're going to have to find some other way to get Wilhelmina Gates off your back. Well, it's been a pleasure. Good night to you, man.
Joanna, there's a gentleman asking for you at the front door.
Oh, that'll be my personal assistant. I believe he's got a package for me. Thanks, Eddie.
Edward. My name is Edward.
Why do some people have to be mean and selfish?
What do you mean?
I mean people who hurt others just to make themselves feel better.
Oh, like Wilhelmina Gates.
Wilhelmina? I didn't say anything about Wilhelmina.
No, I know, but that's who you're talking about, wasn't it? It's just so mean, the way she keeps talking about me, calling me names.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was talking about.
You know, this is really starting to mess with my head. She keeps talking about how I keep getting children to spend their pocket money on my merchandise.
You don't make them. It's their choice.
Exactly. But what if people start listening to Wilhelmina? Then what will happen to my sales?
She must be stopped.
Yeah, you're right.
So what are you going to do about it?
Don't know. But I know what I'm going to do right now.
What's that?
I'm going to go find Wilhelmina, and then I'm going to give her a piece of my mind. I'm going to tell her what I think of her and her stupid opinions about me.
And then what?
And then I'm gonna...
And then you're going to tell her you're not going to take it anymore.
Yeah.
And then she better leave you alone or else.
Yeah. And then what?
And then you're going to push her. You're going to show her what you mean business. And then you're going to wrap your hands around her throat until she's gasping for air and begging you to stop. And then you're going to
calm down,
tighten your grip and watch as she...
Hugo, stop. I mean, I don't like her, but I don't want to strangle her.
Oh, no, of course not. I was just saying she could if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think I'll just have a word with her, you know, clearly, yeah?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But first, I think I'll have a drink or two.
I thought you didn't drink.
I don't drink alcohol.
Well, I'll drink with you through this bloody laptop.
It can exfoliate in the morning, you know?
I told you, it will all be taken care of. Of course, I'll be able to convince them. They may be rich, but they're not that smart. I'll just simply point out how much more money they'll be making, and they'll be queuing up to sign the dotted line. Don't worry, sir. By the time I'm finished here, you will have their backing for the Waro full world currency. And after that, no one will be able to stop us. Of course, I'll call you in the morning. Good night, sir. Wilhelmina! I thought everyone was in bed.
Evidently. Who are you talking to?
Oh, you know, just a friend.
Just a friend? Well, it didn't sound like just a friend. It sounded very important.
Well, you must understand, Wilhelmina, the nature of my business is extremely confidential.
Yeah, I understand that. I may be rich, but it doesn't mean I'm not smart.
Oh dear, you heard the whole thing?
Yes. And I'm not going to let you and your Masonic brothers, or whoever you're conspiring with, manipulate me and my friends into doing your bidding for you.
That is not our intention.
Oh, well. Illuminate me.
What we are proposing here will benefit everyone.
Will it? Or will it just benefit you? I'm not going to stand around and be a pawn in your game. I'm out of here.
Wait.
What for?
Look, I'm sure we can come to some sort of arrangement. Let me talk to my friend and see what we can come up with that will be of particular value to you.
Finally, we're talking the same language.
Meet me in the boardroom in 10 minutes.
Okay, I will do. You know, I'm not afraid of you and your cronies anymore. And I have no problem letting everyone here know what you're up to.
Understood. It's Edward, that thing we were discussing earlier. You really don't have to follow everyone.
Yes, I do. There's a killer on the loose.
Don't you think you're being a little melodramatic? Someone clearly wanted Wilhelmina dead, for whatever reason, and they've achieved that goal. The rest of us are perfectly safe.
Oh, I'd feel a lot safer if I didn't have to look at her cold dead body.
The police are on their way. Soon this whole mess will be behind us.
Well, hope so, but... Well, it's not every day like a murder happens in your home, Edward, and you look very comfortable with that.
Oh, you'd be surprised at the things these walls have seen. Anyway, there is some urgent business I have to attend to, so could you watch the body until the police arrive?
Do what?
It's fine. She's not going anywhere. And maybe Edward's right. I don't think we're in any danger.
Thank you. Call me when the police get here.
Do you think he's kosher?
Who? Edward? I mean, he's a little bit strange, but he doesn't look... I don't know.
It's just, I've been getting back a bit of my memory from last night, and Wilhelmina was in here. She said she was waiting for Edward.
Oh, really? And what time was that?
I don't know. I was a bit too drunk, and it was really late.
Oh, I think you didn't drink.
I don't drink. Oh no, my complexion's ruined. I'm gonna have to do a deep facial and skin rubbing.
Alright. Did Edward ever turn up?
I don't know. Wilhelmina and I spoke for a bit, and then I must have passed out. Edward could have come in here while I was asleep and killed her.
Maybe, but it sounds a bit far too fetched. I mean, I think you're saying it just to make him look guilty. I think you did it.
Don't be a spoon, that's ridiculous. Well, you saw how drunk I was this morning. I was in no condition to kill anybody.
So you say. There you are. We've been looking everywhere for you. What are you doing in here? Guarding the corpse? How nice.
Couldn't we at least cover her up? I've just eaten, and I want my breakfast to stay where it is. You get my drift.
I don't think we should touch anything here. I mean, until the police gets here, evidence and all that.
Fair enough. But they'd better hurry.
Yes, before the killer strikes again. Alright, and David actually was just telling me that Edward and Wilhelmina had arranged a meeting last night in here, so do you think he could have killed her?
Impossible. Edward was with me all last night.
Colonel, I had no idea.
Don't be stupid. I'm an unhappily married man. What I meant, Edward and I had a meeting in my room. After Wilhelmina left his office, he rang me and came straight up to my suite. I was here all with me all night.
But why would Edward tell Wilhelmina to come and meet him here and then go and have a meeting with you?
The particulars of the meeting with me had a bearing on the meeting with Wilhelmina. He thought it advisable to come to an agreement with me first, before he spoke to Wilhelmina. A matter of private business, I'm sure you understand.
Actually, no, I don't. I'm rather confused.
Well, I think it's about time I take my nap. If anybody needs me, I'll be in my room.
How does that man get any work done? Colonel days of working are long gone. But this is very interesting. I'm starting to put the evidence together now. And with a little bit of luck and smudging brilliant deduction, I think we might get this case, before the police gets here. Who does she think she is? Sherlock Holmes? So, David, you claim you were here, passed out drunk last night.
I don't claim. I was passed out drunk.
Well, good. Okay. And the colonels and Edward were in colonel's suite having this meeting or whatever. And I was asleep in my room.
Alone?
Yes.
So you have no alibi?
I didn't think I'd need one. But what about you, Hugo? What about me? What did you do last night when Wilhelmina was killed? I was here, killing her. Obviously, through my laptop. Not a very fun one. Sorry, the truth is, I also passed out drunk last night in Roberta's room. You and Roberta? I didn't think you were her type.
I didn't think Roberta even had a type.
It's not like that. We talked, well, she talked. I nodded and slapped.
But why?
I don't know. I was left in this bloody drawing room again after you and I finished drinking, and she grabbed me by my laptop and chucked me in her room and said she wanted to chat. Look, you can ask her yourself.
Roberta, is it true that you and Hugo were together last night?
Yes, what of it?
Nothing, just wondering.
Well, it's starting to look too much like I did it myself, so I'm just gonna go.
Wilhelmina's still dead, I see.
Yeah, that's generally how it works.
Where is Edward and the colonel?
No matter how many times I see that dead body, it still gives me chills.
Really? I thought a Texan guy like yourself wouldn't even flinch at the sight of a dead body.
Where were you last night, Joanna?
Oh, I was checking for alibis. Well, I don't have one. I was in my room alone, trying to sleep. Not that I had much luck.
Why is that?
Well, that sound from Colonel MacDonald's room kept waking me up. Either he had someone in there, or the TV was on loud. Either way, I couldn't sleep a wink.
He and Edward were having a secret meeting of some sort.
In the middle of the night? Who has a meeting in the middle of the night?
Maybe they were up to no good.
Says the man found next to the dead body. I suspect you did it.
You leave him alone, he wouldn't hurt a fly. And besides, it was your school tie that was the murder weapon.
Roberta! Is this your school tie?
No, it isn't. I'm a grown-up. I don't have a school tie.
But this is a tie from Linden Academy. Isn't that school you attended with Wilhelmina?
Yes, it appears to be. But that doesn't mean...
Looks like the shoe's on the other foot. Or should I say, the tie is on the other foot.
That makes no sense.
Whatever. All I know is that you have some explaining to do when the police arrive here.
I think I'm hearing the sirens now.
Any minute now.
fell over. Oh. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I'm a little hurt to say the least that so many of you had a reason to kill me. Well, all of you, in fact. Colonel, you thought I jeopardized your chances of one day being president. And Joanna, you wanted me out the way so you could pillage the beautiful Alaskan wilderness. And David, you had a bee in your bonnet because I wasn't afraid to tell you that I think you're a superficial, money-grabbing imbecile. No offense. And Roberta, sadly, you've never forgiven me for stealing your boyfriend. And Edward, dear Edward, how unfortunate that I overheard your telephone conversation.
Most unfortunate.
Yeah. About how you and your Illuminati friends were planning to manipulate us all. Things might have been different now if I hadn't discovered what you're up to. And Marcia, you were desperate to be named Woman Entrepreneur of the Year, and you knew there was no chance of that while I was still alive. To be honest, I still don't think you got a chance. Hey, follow your dreams though. So that leaves Hugo. Hugo, apple of my eye, fruit of my loins. My long lost son. Well, not so much lost as just left behind. I should never have abandoned you. I can't blame you for wanting to kill me. So which of you actually did the deed? David, I have to say, passing out next to me wasn't the cleverest thing you've ever done. But fortunately for you, I was very much alive and well when you fell asleep. We managed to talk our differences through, and I felt really good about our newfound understanding. I hope you did too, and you no longer had a reason to want me dead.
Still do.
Not that you're in any condition to carry on a murder, of course. And Edward, I was waiting for you to meet me in the boardroom. Did you sneak in then, when David was asleep, and strangle me?
I wish.
No. You did something much worse than that. You stood me up. Do you really think someone like me has time to waste hanging around for someone like you? So selfish. After a little confrontation in your office, you decided to take Colonel MacDonald up on the offer he made last night. The two of you spent the night discussing how best to get rid of me. But little did you realize someone had already done it. Of course, that rules you out too, Colonel. So that leaves Marcia, Joanna, Hugo, and Roberta. Hugo and Roberta, you were together the whole night, strange as it may seem. And Joanna, although you don't have an alibi, your story that your sleep was disturbed by Colonel MacDonald and Edward's meetings checks out. But Marcia, on the other hand, you have nothing to verify your whereabouts. Does that mean Marcia killed me?
No.
No.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Because Joanna was the one that killed me. You could hear Colonel MacDonald and Edward talking when you left your room, and they were still talking when you returned after killing me. So you used that fact to make it sound like you were in your room all night. But you were hoping to frame Roberta for my murder. Remember that package you had delivered? After your talk with Roberta, you called one of your peons and asked him to get hold of a tie from the school Roberta attended. You even thoughtfully pointed out to everyone that it was a road at school time, so there would be no doubt. But how would you know that? You just met her yesterday. Anyway, enjoy prison. Woo!